it's Kathleen here at Mama Grows, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about compost. Okay, I wanted to encourage you all to compost. Even if you don't now know how, you need to compost. If you don't have a lot of room, you need to compost. If you don't have access to different materials, brown or green, you need to compost, and I'll tell you why. You need to compost because it takes the burden off of our landfills. Yep, you need to compost because it gives you nutrients, fertilizer that you can grow your food in. That takes the demand off the system. The more you can grow, the better it is for our planet. I don't care how good farmers are at doing their job. You will never be able to get something at the store that is fresher than your backyard. You will never be able to get something at the store that is cleaner than what you can grow, because you know it all. You know what goes into it. I want to encourage you to compost because it's very satisfying to grow your own, and the more you can do of your own, the more self-sufficient you are. You don't need a truck to go get compost from the city. You don't need to get the back of your minivan messy to go get horse manure down the street. Okay? What if you don't know how to do it all? That's okay. I don't either. There's a scientist named Elaine Ingham, and she's very good at what she does about making compost. Proper ratios, temperatures, turning, conditions, what you put in, what you don't put in. But you know what? That's good, but I don't care. I'm gonna throw things in a pile and let them rot and decompose. It's gonna take longer. It's not gonna be as awesome compost as you would want if you were doing gardening on a high level profession. But for me in the backyard, this is perfect. Let's see here. Let's talk more about if you don't know what you're doing. That is okay. Everything will break down eventually. Okay? Behind me is half of my giant compost pile that I did with pallets, and that is awesome. Do a compost pile with pallets. They're free. It's not going to come in too much contact with the wood on the pallet. So even if you do have pressure or chemical treated pallets, you're not going to poison yourself. Okay? Here we have everything that I threw in the compost pile. We have cereal boxes. Yeah, I really should have shredded that, but I didn't, and that's okay. We have here, looks like a watermelon rind. It did not break down. That's okay. Grass, hay, newspaper. What was the weirdest thing I saw in here? Oh, a fly trap, a fly sticky tape. And you know what? It's half broken down. Avocado pits. They're kind of like little rocks when you come upon them. And that's okay. Eventually, this will all break down. Okay? But in the meantime, so this, yes, I would love it if this was more broken down. Everything on the outside is just as it was when I put it in. And that's okay. Even things in the middle are not decomposed, and that's okay. I'm gonna take all this and put it in another location, which by physically moving it is giving it the air it needs to decompose. You need air and moisture for things to break down. Okay, let's see here. Some kind of stalk from some kind of plant that did not break down. Big sticks from trimming fruit trees. Right close, it's so convenient, just throw it in, right? It'll break down. It will eventually break down, but you know what? Even though it's not breaking down right now, it's also doing other things. It's creating pockets of space for mycelium to grow. Okay. You're gonna see on here, there's some lighter colored stuff. That is fungi, bacteria, beneficial stuff called mycelium, and that is awesome. That means bacteria, that means living organisms are colonizing my backyard to make better soil, make better food would make better tummies, make better little babies that can grow up and make this world awesome. Okay? We're creating pockets where beneficial insects can grow. Spiders to eat the mosquitoes. What are they called? Mason bees or something? They're like a solitary bee that doesn't necessarily live in a hive and it doesn't make honey, but it needs little pockets to live in, and those are good pollinator houses. Okay? It's not perfect. No, it's not. We're gonna have earwigs and we're gonna have mice. I saw a mouse today. And the dog brought in a dead mice. I'll show you if I remember. So nothing is perfect. No system is perfect. But I gotta tell you, if you can't turn a compost pile, build one anyways. Build one in a bed that you just keep adding to, and then you forget about, and you come back a year later and it's soil and you can plant into it. Do it anyways. Stop throwing your food scraps away, people. Stop sending the leaves to the landfill, and stop filling your green city waste can with sticks and vines and trimmings and whatever else. Stop getting rid of it, because this, my friends, is better than what you can get, better than what you can spend money on. I know there were no sprays applied to this, so I know that when I grow my food in it, my seeds are gonna germinate, my food is gonna grow true to seed, and I'm gonna have healthy food because I grew my own compost. You can never get enough compost. I wish you could, right? But every year you're gonna have more and more resources. Every year you're gonna start looking at something as a resource instead of rubbish. Okay? You're gonna start looking at poop different. I gotta tell you, you are. Yep. I am 7 years into composting now, and I tell you, I hate flushing that stuff away. I have no corners here where I can safely have an outhouse. Maybe someday there is hope. Hey, so I really just want to encourage you to make your own compost. Stop throwing your food scraps away. It's okay if you don't have a perfect system. It's okay if you don't know how to do it. Just throw it in a pile. Keep the dog out of it and throw it in a pile. All right, thanks guys. I'm Kathleen and I'm the mama that grows.